This video is about the product design and development steps for the Societal Challenge project. I am Juliet Cortez Arevalo, an assistant professor in the Policy Analysis section of the Technology, Policy and Management faculty of the TU Delft. I came to the Netherlands a while ago, passionate about research and education for collaborative and integrated management. I lecture in this course from my experience in co-designing process, service, and governance innovations for climate action. Following the presentation of the various cases for this year's course, you will naturally go through the design steps while working on your assignments. In the work cafe meetings, you will get feedback from the various case owners, and in between, you may interview relevant actors to inform the choices of the product to present by the end of the course. While it is tempting to start with the product creation immediately, this is not wise. Before you decide what type of product you are going to develop, you first need to explore the problem your case owner is struggling with, the context that this problem is embedded in, and the actors that your case owner relies on to address the problem. Then you can design a product that matches the needs of its context of use and has a bigger chance of being implemented in the future. Both in scientific and professional practice, design steps are proposed. The basic product design cycle consists of 5 steps. The first step is to empathize with the case owner and understand the problem scope. The second step defines the context and problem criteria to improve according to relevant actors. The third step is to ideate by generating a range of product ideas that are applicable and feasible in the problem context. The fourth step is to prototype by creating tangible representations and comparing them to similar products. The fifth step is to evaluate the product for adjustment or further development. There are many iterations in this process. To make clear the thinking mode behind the process, the steps are often expanded and depicted into 2 complementary sides. One about the problem on the left, and one about the solution or the product to be designed on the right. In both sides, the designers, you as a group in this case, follow exploratory and integrated thinking. Exploratory thinking is about widely looking at the problem and solution space, and integrated thinking is to narrow down the problem and product design scope based on the evidence you collect. Through the iterations, you alternate between these thinking modes as many times as needed within the time available for the design. To make clear what every step covers, the cycle is often put into a linear process with many feedbacks. Most design steps share the problem identification and motivation step, the definition of the objectives for a solution step. The design and development steps can go from simply demonstrating, evaluating, and communicating a prototype for adjustment and diversification to the detailed design and engineering for scaling up, actual implementation, and regular evaluation. While the product design generally starts from problem center, initial constraints or entry points to the design cycle may require to target already defined objectives, or in the process there might be a product type in mind due to, for example, the expertise of the design team or available products to diversify. In that case, an applicable context is explored. Overall, in all steps, you define and review the requirements and constraints for the various actors involved in your product design. According to the type of innovations, you define the data, the hardware, and the software required, if any. In the next videos, we will guide you through the steps 1 to 5 as framed in this course. Thereby, we will design and develop a prototype within the course duration while still collecting some recommendations for the evaluation and implementation steps beyond this course. In case of questions, do not hesitate to reach out to the teaching staff in any of the steps. Below are the references that we use when preparing this video for you.